So, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday night to you, whether you're locked on out in beautiful Guyana, out in Berbice, Essequibo, or Demerara, here in Canada, across the US, out in Europe, wherever you might be watching this video live or be watching it after the live has ended. Welcome to another edition of Let's Chat here on Guyanese's own business page. It's just after 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll be speaking to the owner of Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals located out in Orlando, Florida. Actually, he has three locations out there. We'll get more information from him and get into those details. But his name is Adrian Chandapal. He's on the live, as you can see him on screen right now. And what I'll do, yeah, once again, welcome to everyone. I see a few folks are now going to be joining. So, Adrian, good night, and thank you for joining me here.
Yeah, good night. Nice to be here.
All right, all right. So, Adrian, why don't you go ahead with an introduction of yourself to the folks that are viewing and will be viewing this video?
Well, my name is Adrian Chandrapal, owner of Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals, originally out of Toronto, Canada. Now we have moved now to Orlando, Florida. So that's a little bit about me. My background is Guyanese, as many of your followers or people on the page probably know me already.
Yes, I think so. I would think so. And Adrian, when did you get started in this car rental business?
About 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago. Okay. And can you tell us a story behind Deluxe Car Rental? Sorry, I'm looking at the iPad, so I'm not ignoring you, Adrian. I'm just trying to see what's going on here on Facebook. We're broadcasting live on the page. Yeah, so when tell us a story about behind Deluxe Car Rentals. What inspired you to start this business?
So I came to Canada. I saw opening with the big rental companies over there, not catering to customers, not treating them nicely. I decided that you know what, there's a good market to get into. They had a lot of competition in the area because I was in originally Brampton and then Toronto, but I felt that I wanted to make something that's affordable to customer, new cars, clean cars. A lot of customers will complain when they rent from the big rental company. The conditions of the car is not well maintained. The cleanliness is not there, especially coming through COVID. A lot of people are more skeptical about the condition of their vehicle and what they're putting their family and little kids into. So I kind of capitalize on that kind of thing to make it more user friendly, clean, and everything, hassle free, and make it a good value for customers. So we're not overpriced. We're priced in a way that's affordable to meet everybody's pocket.
And I'm happy you touched on the cleanliness of the car. Like I travel for work, I rent cars. A lot of times I open the car and like, why didn't these guys clean the car? That's a big part. With the price you just mentioned, affordable and suits the pocket and makes everyone happy. But the cleanliness part, that's a big deal when you're renting a car, especially with family, right?
Even, even myself, when traveling, I came to Orlando. I rented cars from Orlando Airport, from Enterprise and Avis and Hertz. And the first thing, as soon as I go in the car and touch the steering wheel, is like a chewing gum
Yeah.
with the amount of gunk that's on there. And the car barely clean. Like you could see that it's just a brush. But that's
Yes.
the thing with
Yes.
a great company, right? They're high turnover.
Hmm.
They're not concerned about if you're happy or not happy as long as they're getting money. And if you complain, they're not bothered by you because there's another person or 10 person behind you that's waiting for a car. So they're not think. However, for us, we're looking to bill our customer. Our customers to us is like family. We treat you
Good
with
to hear.
respect, right? We make sure that if you have a baby in the car, we're not going to give you a car that was smoked in. We're not going to give you a car that is dirty. Like you can pretty much be comfortable as if it was your own vehicle.
Yeah, and that's what when someone goes out to rent a car, that's what they want, right? It's just your own vehicle. You're renting it either for a day, for a week. Some people rent it for a month. We were just talking. Some companies rent it. You got long term. We're gonna get into the company rentals, but people rent it for a while, right? It's your own vehicle. Treat it as though
Yeah.
it
So,
is.
so, so we have renters from as little as 2 days to as long as like I have corporate clients that would rent from me for a year, sometime even over that, you know.
Yes.
So, but we do all the maintenance, we do all the cleaning, all the taking care of the vehicle, making sure it's good. Another thing we do is that we don't buy used cars. We buy all brand new vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't buy anything used because we look at it from a liability standpoint. If somebody were to get into an accident with a car I potentially buy from the auction and just fix it up locally or something like that, I am opening myself out to liability there, because if they're hurting it and I didn't fix the car correctly, or I
Uh-huh.
took it to somebody that didn't fix it correctly, then I can be sued for that, right? In
Yes.
this case, I'm using all new cars. There's nothing that could go wrong. Everything is covered under warranty regardless. Um, so you're safe when you rent a car from us. The wheel is not gonna fly off. You're not gonna be left stranded at the side of the road.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
gonna be 12 o'clock in the night or 2 o'clock. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't go in the car. Is not starting, those kind of things.
Okay, that's good to hear. And as we Adrian, as we welcome some viewers on to the live stream, it's Guyanese owned businesses. Let's chat. 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock here in Canada, Eastern time. I should say 7 after 8 back home in beautiful Guyana, and it's 7 minutes after the hour wherever you might be watching us. We're speaking to Adrian Chandapal from Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals, located in Orlando, Florida. Just getting a little bit to know him. Welcome everyone, and remember, as always, feel free to drop a question in there if you're going to Orlando with your family. Here, you got a car rental person right in front of you. Just make contact with him and get that car. So I know. Well, a few of us here on the live and myself know that you started out here in Toronto, moved over to the States. That must have been challenging. What was some of the challenges you encountered when you first moved there in getting Deluxe established in a whole new country?
Well, first of all was all the paperwork. So
Mm-hmm.
getting the right permits, getting insurance, getting pretty much everything, because
Yeah.
everything had to be, basically you're starting from scratch again,
Yes.
right? So it was a bit challenging, and the reason it was challenging too is because you're new here, you don't know what
Mm-hmm.
requirements are here, so you're finding it out as you go along. So it took some time for us to get everything put together, but everything is now in place. Everything's working smoothly. We have all the right permits. We have all the right insurance. We're covered any which way you look at it. We're covered.
Oh, okay, okay, good. I got a quick question before we move into the line of questions. I think that I had this lined up later on, but Mr. Anil Sarwan from the Great Canadian Oil Change here in Toronto is on saying, "Do you have a shuttle from MCO to your location?"
Yes, we can pick you up if you make a arrangement. We can do that. And this is to touch on how we differ from the big rental car companies. So let's say your friend there wants to rent a vehicle. He's coming for it with his family or whatever. Just tell me what the details are.
Yeah.
We ensure that you're there. We can get everything set up for you, pick you up, drop you off, drop off the car. It doesn't matter. We can tailor the experience to what you want.
That's perfect. That's great to hear. So, Anil, hopefully that answered the question. I know Anil is out in Florida, some golf trips sometimes. So, I'll remind Anil, and I saw Mr. Rishi Singh is also on the live as well. These guys visit Florida often, so we'll get them in touch with you, Adrian. And speaking about coming from Canada to the US and renting, I got quite a few questions. I'm not too familiar. All I know is that I rent a car, I go pick it up, and I drive. All right. For me now, the company that I work for takes care of everything else. But do you offer insurance? How does that work for a person like Anil coming from Canada to the US?
Okay, so we do offer our own insurance. Obviously, it's at a cost, it's an extra cost.
Mm-hmm.
But I encourage my customers. I'm not so the big rental company, going back to them. They train their staff to sell you their insurance first. And even if you have, let's say, like I've been in the situation where I brought my Canadian insurance, which I know fully covers me,
Yes.
I give it to them. They say, hey, you know what? Your insurance might not cover certain liability. You still have to pay 19.99 extra per day for a supplemental insurance to cover something that your insurance may not cover, which is total lie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your insurance from Canada covers everything, but the big rental car company, they make money by selling you that insurance because they don't purchase insurance from like Allstate or any company. I have to purchase as a small rental company. I'm
Uh-huh.
purchasing from Allstate or somebody like that.
Okay.
However, are self-insured, so the money goes directly to their pocket.
Oh.
So that's why they're incentivized to sell you that insurance, as
Hmm.
opposed with us. Now, we're not incentivized. If we charge you, we have to pay that cost back to the insurance company.
Yeah.
But we don't push that for us, because if you can save some money on your trip by using your own insurance, it's better for you.
Yeah.
So why upcharge you for something?
Makes sense, and that's great transparency for everyone watching, and for the folks that are interested in deluxe car and truck rentals. And what documents? I got a two-part question. What's the minimum age someone can rent a car from Deluxe, and what documents is required from that person, either the U.S. or Canada?
So the minimum age is 20 years, and that's
Okay.
according to our insurance policy. That's the guideline they give us.
Okay.
So 20 years is the minimum age we can do. To rent a car, all you need basically is a driver's license and a valid major credit card, right?
Yes.
Insurance is optional. If you have your full coverage insurance, and because I'm coming from Canada, I know how the insurance system is over there. I know how to verify the insurance. I will take the time out to verify your insurance, make sure that you're covered, you have all the right coverages, that it will cover the vehicle in the event of a total loss,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever situation. And we will use that policy at no extra cost to you. So we put that policy on there. But you have that option that if you don't want to use your policy, you want to pay for our insurance, that's not a problem either.
Okay.
If you want to spend more money, it's up to you.
Okay,
But
as
we
we
give
were, sorry, Adrian, I just got another comment in there before I forget it. It's going up. So Vic Dionarine, I know Vic well, DJ Vic. The folks might know him in Toronto, or a real estate agent, DJ Vic. He's gonna be in Orlando March 13th to the 20th, and he's looking to rent a car. So Vic, Adrian, will go ahead. You can mention your website. We'll go into the website. I'm kind of doing this different tonight. I have the website. I'll share the website with the viewers in a little bit, and we'll just go through the website, and you'll explain some of the functionalities and stuff on the website and how it compared to the big car rental companies as you just mentioned. But yeah, just go ahead with some of the contact information, please.
so you're saying that he is coming in March,
March 13th to the 20th, he's
looking to
saying.
rent a car,
Yes.
but you're supposed to tell the guy something right
Oh,
now.
okay. Yes, 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 yes. Good reminder. So Vic, listen to this. We got a promotion going on at Deluxe Car Rental. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share my screen, the website. Let me know. It'll probably take a second. And we're going to go down on the website. Let's see. We're going to scroll down here. I think it's visible now on Facebook. And there's the website. It's Deluxe. In what is the website? Can you go
DeluxeRentals1.com.
the deluxerental1.com. So we got a promotion. If you mention my name, or you put it in here, the promo code you can see off to the right when you're renting your car. What's that promo code?
So the promo code is WAZIM.
Wazim.
Just WAZIM. It gives you 20% instant discount off the top of the price.
Wow.
So, for example, if I
Vic.
forget,
Vic.
yeah. So let's say Vic want to rent a car, he has two options. He
Uh-huh.
can call me directly, and I can get it set up for him, still give him the discount. But he can also go on the website, select his days that he's going to be here,
Yes.
select the time that he want to pick up, drop off, whatever, and he enter in the promo code there. So if
Okay.
he enters him at the end of it, when he's checking out, he can get the discount applied to his amount there.
I just shared the screen briefly, just showed where the promo code is. It's very easy to maneuver on the website. We'll get into that in a little bit. It's just 50 minutes into the conversation. Have it planned a little later in our interview to go through that. So Vic, yep, you can rent a car. Vic is saying can pick us up at the airport. Yeah, he does provide that service. So get in touch with him. Go to the website, Vic. You can contact him directly too. We'll have all that information. You have some of his basic contact info on screen right now, so you can get in touch with Adrian. And yeah, there's a shuttle service from MCO. He'll ensure that you're picked up to the facility to get your car. And he's got a wide options, a lot of options to choose from. His fleet. We'll get into all that in a little bit. And what's your policy for adding a driver? Let's say Vic is going there, he'd like his wife or someone else to drive. What's the policy on that?
So the policy is so there's a 9.99 a day charge for additional driver. They need to provide their driver's license and insurance as well if they're using their own insurance. if they're using one insurance, both parties has to be on the same insurance.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
let's say you're coming with Vic,
Mm-hmm.
you're not necessarily on Vic insurance, right?
Yeah.
So if you're coming as an additional driver, you have to have your own policy that's in your name, or you're paying for a policy. At that time you can decide. But it's very simple. You just provide the license, and we can go from there.
Okay. And is there any mileage restrictions, or what are the mileage restrictions on a rental from your company?
So so it's a good thing that you touch on that, because a lot of people have mixed views on that. So we price our cars based on the usage.
Mm.
So let's say, for example, Vic is coming and he's going to be going to Miami.
Uh-huh.
It can be adjusted a different way for that, to cater for those mileage, but you have unlimited mile. So what we do is we had on a little bit, but we give you unlimited miles for it. But the price may differ depending on which.
Obviously, you're using the vehicle more, right? Longer
Correct.
distance. You just
Yes.
touched on Miami before I forget. So how do you handle toll roads? I know in Florida and different states, they're all different tolls. How do you handle that?
So that's a good question too, because in Canada we're accustomed to one tool company, which is 407,
Mm-hmm.
and they send you the bill monthly and those kind of things. In Orlando here, if you're in Orlando, it has like about three tool companies.
Mm-hmm.
So different roads get different bills. So you're getting three bills hitting you every month,
Yeah.
right? So the way around it though is that we charge daily for tools, which
Okay.
is a cheaper option.
Okay.
So you get 14.99. You do unlimited tolls around Orlando. If you're going to Miami, the tolls are more expensive,
Mm-hmm.
but you disclose where you're going, and we can adjust the rate based on your
Okay,
location.
so that's great. So yeah. Yeah.
But you get unlimited tolls. So when you go back to Canada after you finish with your rental, you're not getting a call from us, or you're not getting a surprise on your bill. Those kind of things, right?
So I leave, I
Like
go
we
drive, I let you know I'm going to Tampa, I'm going to Miami. You'll adjust that price
Correct.
and I pay my
And
bill
based
and
on
nothing else.
Yeah, based on that, we can kind of calculate what the tools are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of charge you a daily rate on the tools,
Oh, okay.
as opposed to you got to wait on the bill, and then we're billing you afterwards and those kind of things.
Okay, okay. I know for Canadian drivers over there, which I do a lot, I rent cars in the US. With my Canadian license, I'm allowed to rent a car in the US. How do you handle international license? Someone coming from Guyana now, for example.
Okay, so there's no such thing as international license.
Okay.
So what people refer to as international license, basically something that translates, like say, an Indian license
Mm-hmm,
into
mm-hmm.
English, right? So even if you get one, it's not a license, a translation of your license
Oh, okay,
from
okay.
whichever country you're coming from.
Yes,
But if
yes.
your license already in English, then there's no point of you getting what you call an international
Mm-hmm,
license.
mm-hmm.
So the people you find using those are like Chinese and Indians, and any
Okay,
other
okay.
country that's not English. They have an international license that is translated in English for
It's
you.
pretty much a permit to drive in that state, I guess.
Correct.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I had a Chinese couple that came to me. I can't read anything that's on it, right? So
Yes.
they had to give me international license, which is just basically translating their license. But they call it international license. It's not a license. It's just a
Yes.
translation,
Oh, okay,
right?
okay. But it allows
But
them
yeah,
to drive.
we can handle from pretty much any country.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we can handle any country. However, if you're coming from like a country like China, and so insurance is not optional because we can't use there. We can use the Canadian insurance because it's valid in North America. But
Mm-hmm.
coming from a country like that, that insurance is not valid here. So then
Yes.
that's the only difference. But yeah, we can deal with anybody. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So once again, Adrian, before we get on to some more questions, but 20 minutes after the hour, having some more folks logging in. So good night to everyone that's tuning in right now on the live, and for those of you that will be joining us or viewing the video after, thank you so much for supporting Guyanese owned businesses. Tonight I have Adrian Chanderpaul from Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals, located out in Orlando, Florida. He's got 3 locations, and I saw Vic mention the website there. Vic, I believe it's say again the website for him.
Rentals1.com.
Deluxe one. There's a one. The number 1.com there. Believe you missed that. Welcome to a lot of Guyanese professionals and business owners right now tuning in. I see
So
Miss Pav is on. Good night to you, Pav.
the put it in a comment for who wants to follow on.
Yes, thank you. And we'll get in. As I said, we're gonna go through the website a little bit and see how it is there. Mr. Dan Raj out in Edmonton from JDR Import and Export. Good night to you, sir. Mr. Terry Matura. Good night, Terry. Anil Sarwan, Rishi Singh. I see Wasim Khan was on. Miss Jenny Tejpal, Miss Lalita. Everyone else tuning in, thank you so much for your support. Starlight Jewelry is also watching there for a sec, I saw. And we continue. It's Mr. Adrian Chandapal from Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals, www.deluxerentals1.com. That's the
Yeah,
website.
put it in the comments so they can just click on it and
Okay, I'll see if I could pin it. I just pinned it in the comment section for those of you out there. And yep, so I've got a few questions lined up. Sorry, I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm just looking at my screens the way I'm configured here. So we touch a little bit on the big car rentals, right? Everyone goes to the big car rental. They believe they get better service. They believe it's something out there. What sets you apart from them?
well, our personalized service, like we tailor all our rentals to our customer. Like I just mentioned with Vic, if Vic is coming with his family, tell me how much people is coming, whatever, we'll cater for you. We don't have you waiting. So one of the big things that I've heard people complain about, they come to Orlando and they book a car at the airport.
Uh-huh.
But they come off the flight and the flight is 3-4 hours and they're waiting 2 to 3 hours in the airport for a car.
Yeah.
So I've literally had calls from the airport of people waiting for a car, but now they're calling me to get the car.
Yeah.
So they're canceling their reservation over there and then coming to me. So I've actually gained a lot of customer by these big guys not paying attention to their customers, right?
It's good. Yeah, yeah. The personalized service. You mentioned some stuff on the insurance, and you're very transparent when it comes to that. You don't pressure anyone or try to upsell insurance to
No,
customers.
all our fees or whatever, everything is transparent. We let you know what it is. We give you the out the door price, not a oh. So like the big companies will say, hey, you get a car for $20 or $30 or something a day. They will just give you a ridiculous price.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go back, your bill, and I think Wasim, you can speak to this because you're renting cars all over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're thinking you're paying one price, but then when they give you the bill, you're paying upwards of $150 or more per day for economy car.
Yeah, we touched on it briefly before we went on live here tonight. I told you like I had some experiences out in the US at different states saying, oh yeah, it's gonna cost like $500. At the end of the rental, it was like close to $1,000. And I'm looking trying to get a breakdown of the cost of it. But
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
because what they advertise, they call it a base rate, right? And they're not transparent with the customers that this
Mm-hmm.
is what's going to happen. And in addition to this rate, is going to be this thing and that thing and the
Yeah,
other, right?
yeah,
We
yeah.
tell customers up front, like for example, you had Vic wanted to book a car. If Vic book a car today, I will send him a reservation with the exact cost of this is what it costs to pick up, drop off. This is what your cost is.
Okay.
So there's no, you stick within that routine unless you change your day, you extend your rental, then obviously, well, then there's a change.
Of
But if
course.
you book for this period, that's what you pay. There's nothing else.
And your website is up, the reservation, is it 24/7 online?
Yeah, 24/7. You can make your payments online. You can do everything. You don't even. It's free. It's hassle free,
Mm-hmm.
and it's simple. It's very simple to use. It's on par. It's the industry standard. It's the same kind of system that enterprise and AFS use.
Keep going,
So
Adrian. I'm going to share the website screen with the viewers right now. Continue on. We're
yeah.
going to see it here.
So if you go on the website, you will see there's a couple of tabs. You have the FAQ section, which has questions like you and I are discussing right now, like what insurance cost is, or what's the age limit, or what documents you require.
Mm-hmm.
You can also view our fleet from there to see what types of cars we have available
I'm
and
going to
those
go.
kind of.
So here is, yeah. What's your most popular vehicle in your fleet?
Right now, for the Orlando market, we're finding that mid-size SUV is the going thing right now because most people are coming here for vacation. They're coming here, maybe a husband and wife with 2 kids. So a car is too small for them and the baby seat. They're looking for more mid-size SUV kind of thing. So
Okay.
that has been like a game changer here. That's what most people are thinking. Apart from that, our second most thing booked is the minivan.
Minivan. I believe Vic is going to look at a minivan. I think I saw that in the comment, but he'll touch base with you after. But yes, and yeah, I see what you mean with the standard and the flow of the website is similar to like you go to Hertz or you go to but whatever the car rental company is out there. It's very similar, right? The
Yeah.
feel
So
and you yeah,
it's
go
the
ahead.
industry standard. So we keep it very simple, very it wouldn't feel weird for somebody to go on here and use it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's secured. So you enter your information, everything gets shoots back to us, and everything is secure, so you don't have to worry.
Okay. Okay, I'm on the page. I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm on the promotions and offers page. We're just going to mention it again. I know you mentioned it earlier, and it's very generous of you to do this to offer a 20% discount for anyone booking the car from or any vehicle from Deluxe Rentals. You go to this page, or you could give him a call. You can do it online. It's easy. It's very simple to do so. And in the promo code, you just mentioned my name. You put in my name,
Yeah,
WAZIM,
was
or for
right.
the US,
But
WAZIM. So you put
there,
that in
there-
there.
there's there's one thing that they need to do is if you go on the website, it has all my social media link. You have to
Okay,
follow the page,
on the
like
top.
and share it, right? And then you'll get maybe a special surprise when you come. Maybe you get a free upgrade. Maybe you get some other, incentive.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm showing the website right now for those of you out there. You see the top right hand side of Facebook. Little, if I click on that, it'll take me to Facebook. I click on WhatsApp, you'll get directly into his business account. You can message Deluxe directly. You got the LinkedIn, you got Twitter, Instagram in there. So yeah, it's very easy to use, very easy to maneuver. I'm going to go to the bottom of the website. I mentioned earlier that Deluxe car and truck rentals, their head office is at 11765 South Orange Blossom Trail, Suite D in Orlando. They also two other locations, Adrian.
Yes.
Winter
So
Gardens,
we have one in Winter Garden and one
yep,
in Oakland.
one in Oakland and one in Winter Garden, Florida. Monday to
Right.
Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday and holidays, they're closed. That's in person, but online, as Adrian just mentioned, reservation, you can book your
It's
reservation anytime,
24/7.
24
24.
7.
Right. So once a reservation comes through, even though that it might say that we're closed, we just close at the office.
Mm-hmm.
But if a reservation comes through at a weekend or something like that, we will still go out and surface that customer.
Okay. Okay. I just
And,
went through the website.
and for my friends in Canada who have, if you go to the top of the website for me for a second,
Okay. One sec. Sorry. I just went out. I'm going to go back in there. So at the top of the website,
yeah,
I'll go to home. Yeah.
yeah, you can go to home. If you go to the top right hand corner,
Uh huh.
so you see where it says English now. For my friends in Canada who have a lot of Punjabi friends now, they
Oh,
can
there
go
we
there,
go.
switch the language from English to Hindi or Chinese or whatever they need to, so that they can translate the website for those
Oh
persons.
yeah, I see you have a Chinese, you got a French, Hindi, Spanish. We got French Canadian, so you never know. You'll probably see a French Canadian over there soon.
Exactly. So if you switch it like briefly to like one of those languages, you'll see the entire website translate over to that, and
Okay,
those
okay.
person can use the website just as easily as you're using it right now.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce some of these, but I'll butcher them. But there we go. That's the idea. You got a Hindi, and yeah, I don't even know, but here it is. Very simple to use the website, and this is very accommodating for different users. I got Mr. Ian Gunraj is on the live saying, if someone was to use insurance, does that include roadside coverage as well, or is it extra?
Um, we can offer wood size coverage, but if you're within the Orlando area, we will take care of that for free. So
Okay.
unless you're going to like Miami or you're going out of state or something like that, it's a little bit different. But
Yes.
if you're within the Orlando area or the greater Orlando area, I should say, so that would include like Claremont, Osceola County, those places, Davenport.
Uh huh.
That's fine. If something is wrong, and we will come out and take care of you, or we switch your car, or whatever the case may be. But it comes back to what I was discussing with you earlier. We do not buy used cars. We buy
Yes.
all brand new cars. So all our cars are very low mileage, well maintained. It's
Mm-hmm.
highly unlikely that you will get a problem. The most you can probably have is a flat tire,
Uh huh.
or you get into an accident somehow. But
Yes.
besides that, you should have no problem with the car.
Okay, that's good. And yeah, brand new cars. And how often do you cycle through them? Like
Between a year to 2 years, we cycle
that
through our.
soon?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, 'cause, yeah, you're right. It's brand new cars. Anytime
yeah,
guaranteed you're into a new car.
Yeah. So even from Canada, like we would normally do that, especially I'm not gonna buy four tires to put on a car when I can just switch out the cars, right? Because
Yes,
with winter weather, you always need good tires, right?
yes, yes,
But I always prefer to have a newer car that a customer doesn't have to, because when we first start, we had some used cars, and I would get calls 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
yeah,
This is the issue, because you never know what you buy. You could check the car all you want,
yes,
but the
yes,
car is going to give you some problem at some weird hour in the night,
yeah.
or a long weekend or something like that. So we have shied away from that, and moved to all new cars. We like our customers to be comfortable. We don't want them to feel like, oh, they're driving and the car doesn't feel right, or something like that. No.
Great. Speaking on customers and making them comfortable and making them feel at home and driving their own car. I know technology has changed over the years. How was that transpired onto now customer service for you? And go ahead.
Well, that has been a great help, because through COVID, a lot of people went to use more technology and were more comfortable using DocuSign and those kind of
Yes.
things. So for example, like you book your car on my website. I don't even need to see you at some point. I can almost do. I'm working towards doing full 100% contactless, unless somebody needs to see me.
Okay.
But I can pretty much do your contract, have all your information. You email your information to me, driver's license, insurance, those kind of things, and I can do your contract, and you can sign it from your phone. So, and then you have a copy on your phone and everything.
Okay, that's great. So you guys here, it's Deluxe Car Rentals for everyone tuning in and would be watching later on. We're speaking to Mr. Adrian Chandapal, located in Orlando, Florida. He's got a few locations. Head office is out just a few minutes from MCO Airport, from the
Yeah,
Orlando.
20 minutes from MCO.
20 minutes from MCO. It's
Yeah, and we're about an hour and 5 minutes from SFB, Sanford.
okay. Okay. So yeah, conveniently located. For those of you going to Orlando, I know we got a few folks already said that they're planning trips coming up from Canada, anywhere in the world. We just touched on the website, we went through the website. Very simple to go on there and reserve your car. And this is you're getting personalized service when you're dealing with Deluxe Car Rentals, as Adrian just mentioned. The website, once again, it's pinned in the comments. It's www.deluxerentals1.com. So Deluxe Rentals, the number 1.com. Go there, go through it, check it out, reach out to Adrian. There's some links on the top right hand side of it, his social media links. How does that play a role in for let's say I'm following you in all platforms, or just Facebook. We're speaking on Facebook now. Do you put your promotions out there often?
Yes. So
Okay.
we try to build a community where we want to connect with our customers, not just for the first time. And
Hmm.
we don't look at one-off rentals. We look to build a relationship with you that you're going to send your friends and family. So
Yes.
what we do is ever so often we'll come up with random promotions
Yeah.
that sometimes are like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Like we would just do it just to entice our customer, or to reward our customer that had already rent from us previously. So we would normally put ads up there or promotions up there for a weekend or thing. So if you follow us, then you will benefit from that, because then you will get to see what those deals are. And those are like flash sales. So take, for example, spring break is coming up.
Hmm.
Cars are going to be out, but I might know, say, hey, I have 10 cars sitting, and it's a weekend before spring break. I'll just do a promotion at a ridiculous cheap rate, just to give my customers, because I have most of the cars out already.
Yes, yes, and since we're on promotions and cheap rates right now, for those of you that are watching, we have a special promotion from Deluxe Rentals. You go to the website. We were just scrolling on the website. You'll see on the reservation page there's a promo code. If you enter WAZIM if you're in the U.S., my name, you'll get 20% off your rentals. And that's going. You go there, check him out. You can give him a call on. Say your number again, Adrian, for the folks.
647-524-3107. All information, contact information is directly at the top of the web page.
Mm-hmm.
So from the left, you'll see my phone number, my email address, and then to the right, you'll see all my social media links. Right. So we're very transparent. You can look at our links. You can even Google the addresses for my three locations. If you look at the reviews,
Yes.
we're proud to say we are all 5-star reviews, and we've been that way for the last
Keep it up.
uh, 8, 9 years, right? Because like I said, we're invested in making sure that our customers have the best experience possible, and that word of mouth will go on from them to refer other people.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's great. Keep it up. Excellent job there with that. I know the internet is a tough place. It's a tough place as a business owner, or professional. The reviews sometimes you got to take with a grain of salt, right? And that for a 5 star, you've been in business 8, 9 years now. That's amazing. So congrats on that. Second question, which I don't know if you'll be able to answer it. It's from Ian saying, second question, EV vehicles. Do you have any EV in your fleet as of now?
No.
Okay.
EV vehicle is a bit challenging.
Mm-hmm.
The reason for that is that somebody might want to rent an EV vehicle, but they don't have the option of charging it at their house. So they have to go somewhere to charge.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit challenging. The network is not fully set up to
Okay.
handle like rentals. Horts, I know, had invested heavily in that
Yeah.
EV sector. Now they're selling out all their vehicles because they're having the same problem.
I was
Customers
gonna
are,
say, yeah, yeah. It's not
yeah,
popular in the rental market.
yeah, because I mean, people like the convenience of not having to buy gas, but at the same time, it's an inconvenient to be sitting at a charger for 2, 3 hours to charge when you're on a road trip with your kids,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's 2 hours you're away from the beach.
Yeah, exactly. We usually rent cars, or the majority of us folks that rent cars is you're on the go. You rent a
Right.
car, you keep going, right?
Exactly. So you want that. I mean, EV is not a bad option, but it's not really situated nice in the rental market.
Mm-hmm.
Less like I've the requests I had for EV vehicles are people who already own them. So they have the charging setup at home.
Okay.
They know a little bit about it, but those are one and far because they have
Yeah.
their vehicle.
Yeah.
They're only renting when their vehicle is done.
Oh, okay, okay. You're in the rental business. Do you work a lot with other businesses? Let's say Guyanese businesses on the
Yes.
daily.
So I'm Guyanese background, and
Mm-hmm.
since I've been doing business, I always like to give the best option to my Guyanese people,
Mm-hmm.
my roots. So where I come from, I always like to promote my own people, collab with my own people. We work along well together. And for the people that may know somebody that's living in Florida, besides the car rental, we have a body shop facility. We have networking with people that do car audio, tinting, wheel alignment, you name it, anything to do with a car, tow
Oh, okay,
truck,
okay.
whatever, we can facilitate everything. I also work a lot with the insurance company. So if somebody's in an accident in Orlando and they have to get a rental through their insurance company, I can facilitate the transaction from A to Z,
Okay.
right? I walk them through everything, even talking to your insurance company. And so I will take the time out and deal with that for you.
Okay, you mentioned the Guyanese and you're proud Guyanese. I'm happy to hear you. A lot of proud Guyanese out there. We're far away from home, but it's still close to us. So good night to all our beautiful Guyanese people all across the world that are watching right now and will be viewing this video later on. It's Guyanese own business. It's Let's Chat. Another segment of Let's Chat coming up to 20 minutes before the hour. Speaking to Mr. Adrian Chandapal out of Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals out in Orlando, Florida tonight. How important is community involvement for Deluxe Car and Truck Rental?
Well, that's good. We like to give back to our community. We like to be invested in our Guyanese community. In Orlando here, we have a softball team.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the Orlando Cup here, and so
Yeah.
we have heavily support the team. We go there almost every Sunday. They have softball game. We sponsor, promote with them, those kind of things. You know, so
Okay, that's good. And
yeah,
your name being Chandapal, you're probably very popular among the cricketing thing,
I
yeah?
don't tell them that, because they ask me too much a question. So
Yeah,
I do. I rarely use the last name.
yeah. We just got to keep it. So, welcome to everyone tuning in. So, that's great. I love to see that when businesses, especially Guyanese owned businesses, are still in the community in some sense and helping out and giving back and being part of it.
Yeah. For the most part, I will say fellow Guyanese have been very supportive. They always recommend their friends, their family.
Hmm.
And being in Orlando here, I was surprised at the amount of Canadians that came to rent from me. I was pleasantly surprised actually,
Oh,
because
okay.
because a lot of people who knew me from there had family or relatives that are coming for Disney, or they're going to SeaWorld, or they're just coming to go to the beach. And they recommended, but these weren't people that I dealt with before, but I've dealt with their person that
Yeah,
referred. And I was pleasantly surprised that I had so much. When I was doing my things for last year for the tax guide,
yeah.
when I look at all the names, I was like, that's surprising. I
A
got a
lot of
lot of
Canadians.
from my Canadian Guyanese people.
Oh, okay. Travelers, food cuisine is on the check. Mr. Anand Searam, good night to you, sir. I'd love to have a conversation with you one night here. I'll be touching base with you as we move along. So we're speaking to Adrian Chandapal out in Orlando, Florida. Uh,
Searching.
it's Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals. Is I know we have a promotion. He's got a current promotion on. If you go to the website, I'll just share it quickly. Coming up to 9 minutes before the top of the hour. I'll share the website quickly and we'll go on to show you. You go on to his website. It's professionally done. It's just like visiting another one of the big chains car rental company website. You go in here, you can choose he's got his location. You pick up date, drop off time, and the promo code. For this 20% off promo code, it's WAZIM. Use my name, WAZIM. For those of you in the US, WAZIM. You put that in there, automatically that 20% will be applied to your rental. It's very simple. We're just going to go through the website quickly.
And
Just
they have to add on Instagram.
I forgot that part. Follow the page. Be part of the social media links here. Here in the top right hand side, you can see where my cursor is. The Facebook link is here. If I click that, it'll take me to Facebook. WhatsApp will direct message to Adrian and Deluxe Rentals. LinkedIn page, the Twitter, X, and Instagram. So follow all his links. Go on here. Book your car rental. As you can see, the fleet, we got economy, intermediate, standard, full size, sport utility, black executive. You got Jeep Wrangler. You want a pickup truck. You got a Jeep Gladiator there, large SUVs. And you also got, for the families, minivans. And he tells you it's a 7-seater, it's an 8-seater. You can go down to cargo van. How has that been with cargo van rentals out for Deluxe?
So the cargo van is a lot of people use it here for like moving on the weekends and those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had some customers that are actually doing delivery as their business, but they're doing maintenance on their vehicle, and so that's the reason they're renting from me. Sometimes it goes for a week, 2 weeks,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay, so great. Hey man, it's been a pleasure talking to you tonight. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night to discuss your business. I'm happy I'm getting to highlight the business out in Orlando. This is the first of us highlighting the business out in Florida, the state of Florida. So thank you, Adrian. I know you started out here in Toronto. A lot of folks are familiar with you. They probably rented cars from you. Myself, many years ago when I had it, I was out in Ottawa. I got, I think, a Jeep from you for like a month or 2 months, right?
Yep.
It was so great help. So folks, remember, if you're traveling from Canada or anywhere in the States, if you're in Florida itself and you're going for a different part of Florida and you're going to Orlando with family for Disney, you're going for golf, like my buddies go down there for a lot of golf trips, check out Deluxe Car Rentals. The website is pinned in the chat. It's www.deluxe car rental one
No, Deluxe Rentals one.com.
deluxerental1.com. So it's pinned in the chat. The information is on there. Go to his social media links. I'd like to see some new followers and likes on his page after this conversation. It's Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals. And yeah, thank you, Adrian, for making it such an easy and smooth process in getting a rental car and being transparent to your customers, especially when it comes to the insurance side of things. I know we've all rented cars. Well, I'm speaking from experience, and you look at it and like, oh my God, you're charging me this. They didn't disclose that kilometers after a certain number was going to be this much more and all that. So thank you so much for being transparent. And guys, and in his website you saw earlier, there's a FAQ section. You go there for any concerns you have or any questions. Just he'll address it there. It's very in depth. It's very detailed. It's very user friendly. That's the most important thing. So Adrian, just before we leave, there's anything you'd like I might miss, maybe I missed, you'd like to let the viewers know about Deluxe?
Well, any questions that anybody have, even after the live is finished. So you have my email, you have my phone number listed on the website, you have my WhatsApp. Feel free to reach out. We'll answer all your questions. We'll make sure that we get you situated with whatever type of rental you need and for whatever term you need it to. right? And if, like I said, if you need a pickup from the airport or so, that's not a problem for us.
All right. And one more time, I know you've been doing this. Just give them your main contact, your website, just before we say goodbye to everyone. And yeah, just give them your contact info, please.
So phone number again is 407-770-3304. And email address is info@deluxerentals1.com. You can find it on the website as well. And yeah, all the information that you need is on the website. Every single thing that you
Follow
need.
him on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. He's on. You got a LinkedIn page also. So if you're on LinkedIn,
Yes.
yeah.
And I think some of those people are probably on my page already. That's probably logged in right
Oh,
now.
okay,
So,
perfect. Yeah,
yeah. So if you have a question, feel free to reach out to me. I always answer my texts or calls or whatever. I return a call to you. If not the same time, within a few hours, you'll get back a call. Any inquiry that you have, any family or friend that you want me to take care of here, I can do that for you. That's not a problem.
amazing. Thank you so much. Great stuff tonight. We learned a lot, and Anil is looking to rent from you guys. So I'm going to hold Anil accountable for this. I'm going to reach out to you, Adrian.
I'm going to hold Anil accountable. I have to go back and report what his experience was with Deluxe car and truck.
Yes, he's got to give you it.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure he will have a good review for me there.
Yeah. And Adrian's been following the programs. Anil was the first person that I had on when we started as the first Tuesday of 2025. And by the way, we're on the topic. We was talking about Anil. Congrats. He was voted #1 oil change place. He got an award. So congratulations, Anil. Great Canadian Oil Change. Check them out in Kennedy Road in Scarborough. So Adrian from Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals out in Orlando, Florida. Thank you so much, sir, for spending your night with us and being so open and full of information for car rentals and everything that it has to do with car rentals. Thank you so much again for your time.
It was a pleasure. Keep up the work, Wazim. I see you've been promoting all the Guyanese own business.
Yes,
And
brother.
I mean, it's a great help for us that you have the platform to put us on.
I'll continue to do that, man, as long as I'm able to. So thank you again. Have a good night with your family and take care, Adrian.
All right. Thanks. Enjoy, guys.
Okay, guys, that was Adrian from Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals out in Orlando, Florida. I got to thank him again for taking time out to spend the last, 50 minutes or so with us here on the Guyanese Own Business page. And for those of you that are watching right now, thank you so much for always tuning in on Tuesday night. And for those of you that follow the page and will rewatch this at a later date, thank you again for your support. We'll continue to do this every Tuesday night, as I said. Next week, I'm not sure. We have a couple of businesses lined up. I'll share it a few days from now. I'll tell you who we're going to be speaking to next week. And for those of you business owners and professionals out there that are viewing this for the first time, maybe you've been watching this and you haven't reached out to me, please reach out to me on WhatsApp, 647-400-3046. If you'd like to be part of this, this is free. I've got a lot of businesses lined up already, so we're just rotating in which order they're coming on, depending on their availability. Everyone is busy. And yeah, reach out to me, WhatsApp me. Just easiest way is just send a message on WhatsApp, 647-400-3046, and we'll talk and we'll chat and we'll make arrangements to have you. This is free. Just remember, to promote your business on the page is absolutely free, 100% free. There's no cost associated coming on with this. As I said, it doesn't take a lot of my time, just an hour on a Tuesday night, 45 minutes at times, to promote my fellow Guyanese businesses. And I spoke to Wasim Khan and Cindy from Naked Hangers and Genie Solutions out in Guyana. I'd like to see more Guyanese businesses out in Guyana reaching out to me to do this. We want to spotlight, highlight, promote your business. We got a lot of businesses in Canada and the US lined up for the next couple of months. I'd like to see more from Guyana, even from the UK, from Trinidad, Guyanese businesses out there. Reach out to me and we'll promote it. We'll do all we can to promote your business, and it goes a far way. I know we don't have a lot of viewers right now on the live, but we do get a lot of viewers after the fact. So please reach out to me and I'll continue to do this. As I just mentioned, we'll do this 100%. It's free. So there's no cost. Reach out, 647-400-3046. If you like to email, you can email me at djwazim79@gmail.com. That's djwazim79@gmail.com. And we'll arrange a time to do so. So once again, thank you to Mr. Adrian Chanapal out in Orlando, Florida tonight for being part of tonight's segment of Let's Chat. He's at Deluxe Car car rentals. And you'll see in the chat, I pinned the website there, Deluxe Car and Truck Rentals. Check him out. It's very easy to navigate the website, very user-friendly, and he was very transparent with the way he do business, and I appreciate that. And for those of you watching, thank you so much once again for spending Tuesday night with me. Take care, have a blessed night, and God willing, I'll talk to you next week. Same time, same place. Goodbye.